What fool thing is Johnny doing now? We've finished yet another Lee Hacklin mystery. And this one is called Lee Hacklin, Private Investigator, in Who Killed the Forever Five? Here we go, Chapter 7, the final chapter. 10 the next morning. Police Commissioner Britt Frost's Carroll Gardens duplex was easy enough to break into. My maxed out American Express card was still good for something. Anybody home? Silence. I deadbolted the door behind me. His living room looked like the aftermath of a terrorist attack on a hamper. There were 3 photo albums on his coffee table. I sat on his couch and flipped through them, feeling dirty. On the other hand, as a Canadian might say, the pursuit of justice isn't a game for fuss budgets or navel gazers. There were dozens of photos of Britt as a child, as a teenager, his first car, and so on. The very last photo I beheld set off my "this is why I do this" alarm bell. I took it out. It was a black and white image of a Mitsubishi A6M0 skimming across the sea. The face of the pilot was looking directly into the camera and smiling. He looked very much like Naruto Adachi. I tucked the photo into my inner jacket pocket. Then I snooped around some more. 3 hours later, after running my fingers along the grooves of his bathroom tiles, I found a loose one, then several more. I pulled them off and placed them in his tub. Inside the space was the smoking gun, in this case an Uzi. My heart skipped a beat as the front door unlocked and opened. I checked the Uzi. It was loaded. I took the safety off. I entered the living room and faced the man himself. He was carrying 2 paper bags filled with groceries. He dropped them and roared, "Hacklin, what in holy hell are you doing in my house?" I pointed the Uzi at him and said, "I'm sorry about your father. If he were alive today and you knew what you did, do you think he would have approved? Given you an attaboy? I've never seen that gun before in my life. You're trying to frame me. Call the cops, I won't stop you." He stared at me. "I only meant to kill that. I didn't mean to kill the others. I lost control. That's why we have laws, Commissioner. When I saw that big shot TV producer, Adachi, on The Tonight Show, I did my homework on him. The Japanese embassy was very helpful. I found out about his father. He was a pilot. He killed my father and countless other Americans. The war's over, Britt. Not for me, it isn't. Not for those of us who choose to remember. Walk away from this, Hacklin. You'll lose. I know a lot about you. Your mother, your sister. She has a daughter, doesn't she? Your niece. What's her name, Gretchen? If you blow the whistle on me, it won't be you who pays the price. It'll be them. And it'll be painful." "Gosh, Commish, you say all the right things." I spun the gun around and whacked the side of his face. He staggered and reached into his overcoat. I tackled him. We wrestled some. I took his head between my hands and gave it a hard crank. I saw dark mist rise from his body and meld into the floor, or I thought I did. And then I heard Haruto's voice. "Do you believe in God?" "No, maybe." As time goes by, I tend to lean closer to yes. Now, this latest Lee Hacklin mystery is dedicated to Shotaro Ishinomori, creator of the Super Sentai, which was the inspiration for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is also dedicated to Robert B. Parker. Mr. Parker, when I read your Spencer novels as a young man, I thought, I think I can do this. Not as well, not within a light year. It took me a long time to get here. Better late, better now than never. And thank you, God, my morning star and yellow sun. The day I reached out to you is the day I began to believe in myself. That's one day I'll never regret. Now, everybody watching this video, life is very short. If you're doing what you were meant to do with your life, then my cap's off to you. But if you're not, if you're procrastinating, if you're making excuses, if you're allowing the opinions of other people to weigh you down, for goodness sakes, reach out to God. You won't regret it for a second. His love will motivate you to be the person that you were meant to be if you're not there yet. If you are, that's great. If you're not, trust me, it's not too late. I didn't become a self-published author until I was 53. That's pretty long in the tooth if you're 23, but I try to live my life in the present because the present is always life's greatest gift. Thank you for watching this video, and have a super Saturday, everybody. Cheers.